If we give 1 hour to each person on this planet to tell us their story, we might be surprised. All of us have something unique about us. I like to bring interesting people to this show. People, they like to share their passion, their hobby, their interest, their purpose. And there is not going to be any exception today, right after the break.
The ViaMia show is sponsored by the following people.
Photography, same like any other occupation, in my opinion, it's a very interesting, I would say interesting job. For example, it can bring lots out of us just by looking at a certain image. And remember, because we all are different, we can see every image differently. I'm sure my today's guest is going to agree on that with me as soon as I give him the chance, and it's coming right now. Photographer BAL DOSANJ.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you very much for visiting and spending time with us.
You're welcome.
And ahead of the time, I would like to thank you also that you decided to share that interesting occupation you have. And there is something else which we will talk about it later, so don't leave us. Maybe in the second half of the show, the unique story you have, why and how you got into photography.
All right. Okay.
So I would start. Okay, you heard my introduction. Did you listen to me? What I was saying? Do you agree on that? What I was saying, that how we see things it's different?
Yes, I've come across a lot of people, and we're going somewhere, or whether at the park or at an event, I see something, and they go, "What do you see, Bal?" "Oh, I see something really beautiful there," and then they go, "A normal person, average person won't see that, but a photographer might." They have this gifted eye, whatever you want to call it. They see some amazing things there where just regular folks don't.
So I guess at least you put us where it belongs. So your photography, we are a normal people.
Very normal, yes.
Oh, very normal.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Which is good. I like to be normal too.
I don't know if the normal means good, because we all are different, right?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
So why photography?
Why photography? It's always been my passion. Before my dad passed away in 2008, he finally told me before he passed away that he always loved photography too. And when he was back home, he was always into. He never told me that, but a few months before he passed away, he told me that.
Some genes, maybe.
Yes, yes, definitely, yes. But it's always been a passion. But I never got into photography till it was around 2000.
Yeah, and we will get into it, why that happened. I know that you mentioned you're very much associated with charities.
I am, yes. Anything to do with any kind of charities for a good cause, I'm there. If I can, I do it, like a breast and boat. These are breast cancer survivors, heart and stroke, diabetes, oh God.
Cancer. That's amazing. Can we find more about it on your website?
Yes, you can.
That website which I have on you, it's not the one what I have. It doesn't really link you to the photography. I lost my marbles music.com. Is that one?
Yes, lostmymarblesmusic.com.
Lostmymarblesmusic.com, which we already see on the monitor. So then we can learn more about you and more what you do as well, plus other activities, because it's a huge package. It's not just photography. photography.
That is correct.
But I liked, that's how I met you as a photographer. That's how I knew you. That's why I would like to talk about mainly, and then we step into the other part of your life, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What kind of photographer are you? What's catching the biggest interest of yours?
My biggest interest is concert photography, anything to do with music, and I also do a lot of special events, fundraisers, and I do a little bit of weddings and stuff like that too, and nature and pets. But it's mostly concert and special events like fundraisers and stuff like that.
So when you talk about events, what kind of events do you usually attend? Is it mostly about the music?
That's good. Well, any kind of event I go, there's always music there. So yes, every. But no, it doesn't have to be like a breast in the boat, like dragon boat race. You know, there's no music there. They're just racing and stuff like that. You know, and I also just the other week we went to a nice, beautiful, amazing concert at the Columbia Theater where it was songs of Sinatra, and you performed there.
Yes, I was one of the quite a few performers there. Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what? I want to share something with you. Okay. I just want to.
Am I prepared for that?
Well, you should, because you should know that you were so amazing there that night. I just want to share this photo with you.
Oh, is it for me?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, look at this. Oh, so you play with colors here.
Yeah, I love colors.
Yeah, I can tell. So now looking at this, yes, that was one of our songs which I did. That it's kind of sliding back to 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
Bring song called Melancholy Blues was my favorite one though.
Yeah.
But thank you so much.
You're
so
welcome.
This is my gift.
Yes.
I should probably talk to every guest from now on that I need a gift from everybody.
There you go.
You're the first one who's giving me something.
Amazing
Beautiful.
idea.
And yes, you spent the whole night there with us, and I'm sure the atmosphere and everything, audience was fabulous.
Yes.
Looking at the picture, you like black and white, you like colors. What kind of role do they play in your life? Do you have two separate elements, or are they, competitors? I don't know.
I see life differently. I see more colored, like it's more beautifully colored. Everything, no matter what you see, you know, everything's so beautiful, so colored, and that's what I see. But black and white's something I want to put a little bit of a color there to stand out. It just really, oh man, it just gives me a really high.
The black and white's almost the retro kind of.
It is
things,
really cool, yeah.
I like black and white pictures. I like black and white pictures that get you back to, I don't know how many years back.
Well, look at that picture. You look amazing there. See that? That's amazing.
Well, it really gets me back, way back.
No.
Like a week ago.
Okay, that's better. Okay.
So I don't know if you're taking pictures mostly for you, for yourself, or for others.
What I do every time is I do it for others, like special events or artists and stuff. I don't do it for me. I do it for them. I really appreciate, respect their talent on stage, and I want to show my appreciation by doing what I can.
Yeah.
You know.
But what do you want your viewers to take away from your work?
Oh, that's a good question. I just want viewers to see life in a different way. Like, we are so gifted, we are so blessed to have so many things. I just want them to see my pictures, and that's what they're missing. If they really focus or really concentrate and not complain about a bad hair day like me and stuff like that, and concentrate, go, wow, we are so blessed to live in this world. We got everything. It's so beautiful.
But don't you think that when you are at the events and people see your work, I mean themselves in the picture, are they critical, or they love themselves? What do you think?
They either love it or they amazingly, extremely love it. So it's always a great feedback from them.
What about you have to be properly equipped? You have to have great camera in terms of snap good pictures.
It all depends what kind of what are you covering. If you're saying doing a birthday party and stuff, you know, you don't need a heavy duty camera and an expensive camera.
But this is what you're
I do this because, you know, sometimes I'm at an event and something's happening, but I turn around, something way far back. So I have to zoom out there to my subject or whatever it is and take picture. That's the only reason why I have. But I started out by having a 8 megapixel power
Yeah.
shot there. And,
Well, I saw there are some pretty good pictures taken by phone or
Yes,
just
yes.
small disposable camera, believe it or
Yes.
not. While you're a photographer, we need to see some of your work. I know that you
Okay.
brought some images. If we have time for them now, I really would like to see. Yeah, look at this. So this was done. For some reason, reminds me area and Ladner. I don't know if that's it.
that's in Richmond by Stevenson.
Okay.
I just love that area there. And
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and we have quite a few, so we can actually move to the other one. I like it, like that one. Now, this was my favorite one.
Yes, this is
I
very
like nature.
popular.
I like
This-
nature.
Yeah, this is very popular with a lot of people.
It is still the same area?
That
You're
is
talking-
correct, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, no, this, animals and
I just love this
nature. I
one,
like
yeah.
it.
I love
so these are
nature.
one of those
Yeah.
pictures what I liked.
Reminds me of me and my mama.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
used to have feather on? No.
Well,
Okay.
well, my mom said I was very.
This
oh,
is the picture I picked, and I tell you why. This looks like a street photography almost.
That is correct.
Is
yes.
it?
Yes.
Are you a street photographer?
I do volunteer with Street Angels about 3-4 times a year. We go and go to Vancouver downtown streets, and we give them clothing, food, and whatever we have to help
Yeah.
them. They really need is like knapsacks and socks
Yeah.
and gloves
Good.
during the winter time. But this young lady that you see here, she really got me because. She still told me she told us she still had faith that things will work out. She's reading out a poem that she wrote to
Okay,
God.
so you have full story, real
Yes,
story behind it.
It's
Yeah.
about God.
Well, that's another one.
Oh,
Beautiful detail.
I told this guy I saw some dragonflies at a park, and I said, "God, all these beautiful dragonflies. I wish one would pose for me." Next, you know, there's one posing. Whenever I go,
wished
I
it.
turn around. Yeah.
You wished it. I don't know how many more do we have. Well, this is something, I don't know, it's pretty more sad, but it's a good shot.
It's on River Road in Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And this is the picture where I wanted to ask you, I think I already have the answer. You Photoshop, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I see. Like average people don't see that, all the beautiful color. This is what I see, so I'm trying to show them. This is what I see, and that's what.
Okay, this
No.
is what you see, that's why you enhance it.
Yes,
Okay.
and this was taken in Fort Langley.
Okay. Well, we Vancouver people know very well where this is and what this is, but it's beautiful reflection in
Yeah,
the water.
love it.
And do we have more? I think no, but that was great. So
Thank
we
you.
shared. I know that you have much more to show. This is the only thing what we could do. But again, if you go lostmymarblesmusic.net, we may learn a little more about you.
Yes.
And if you stay with us after the short break, we're going to carry on with Bal.
The ViaMia show is sponsored by the following people.
We are back with the photographer BAL DOSANJ, who was sharing with us his work, his ideas, his purpose, his passion. That's definitely his passion. And I started something at the beginning, Bal, that there is, I know you mentioned it to me, that's why I know it, that there is something happened in your life that's why you are where you are. That's why you have the passion for what you have the passion for. And also a lot of interest in your life and the point of view has changed.
Yes.
And when did it happen and why?
Well, my passion for photography, I actually got into in 2000. The reason was because on May 1st, 1994, had a massive pulmonary embolism at home, where I basically was dead for at least good 15 minutes. And while I was gone, like my lifeless body, I actually saw myself rise from my body going through a tunnel. And I don't know how far deep I got into the tunnel. This beautiful, glowing, white, glowing apparition just appeared in the tunnel there. And I had this real deep male echo voice and said, "It's not my time yet. I had to go back, had a purpose for living." And I don't know how soon after that, I came back to my body, and first things I said was, "I'm back now." Usually people say, "What happened?" or "I'm in pain," or "Help me," but those were my words.
Yeah.
I'm back now.
So these are interesting things. We've heard this before from other people. I've never actually met anybody, never faced anybody who went through near-death experience, and you were there. So, okay, you told us what you heard, what you experienced within those few seconds or minutes you're talking about, but you said that your life after that was seen by you differently.
My life has been changed since 1994.
But why was that? Is it just because you heard that your purpose hasn't been fulfilled, or what was that main reason?
Since that time, I've been connected to the spirit world, our angels, and every now and then they connect with me. I can't control it. Whenever they want to connect with me, they connect with me.
It's not that you're asking, come back and talk to me,
that
right?
is correct. And since that time, everything I see so differently, like from the smallest bug to smallest pebble on the road to whatever. Like I see so much beauty there, and that's why I got into photography in 2000, because I want to show what I see, the beauty, in my pictures and my photos.
Interesting what inspiration you got through something that we would never think about it can happen. So do you look at people? Do you look at animals? Do you look at the world in general? Do you think differently than 20 years ago?
Yes. I used to be a big skeptic, and if there's any skeptics out there, I don't blame you at all. I used to be like that
I
too.
heard that being skeptic is normal and it's healthy. And well, we should not be absolutely judged for how we think, right? And that's why I'm here to listen to you and hopefully to share that with everybody else, what happened to you. And I'm sure you're telling the story for a lot of other people. They experienced something similar. But I wonder how many people actually can come back and read a life in a more pleasant way after that.
Yeah, people that talk to me around me, they feel so much better. There's something that I give out, some sort of positive energy, which they feel. It makes them feel way better.
So you feel you don't take granted of that you're here. You don't take advantage of
I
life.
don't. No, not at all. Whatever I can do, I try to do my best to help others, pets and stuff. I have been so connected with our angels there that I've even ended up writing a poem. From that poem, it became a song called Telepathy to Your Soul. It's our loved ones connecting from heaven or spirit world to our soul to let us know they're okay and stuff. It's been used by the American Red Cross also.
Yeah. Well, you know what's interesting, that you said your photography was also influenced by what happened to you.
Yes.
We saw some pictures, what you brought, but I know you told me about there are some images and pictures you look at and you see things, but the rest of us may not see it.
Yes.
Can we share some of them here?
Yes, we sure can. Yes.
Because I know that you send them here, and okay, for example, this one. Okay, you asked me about it. Me particularly, if you ask me what I see, two camels. One is resting.
Yes.
Another one is just resting too, but looking after that.
That is correct.
And if you look at the second one, which you brought and told us to compare. Okay, you covered the first one, and suddenly I saw a child behind the one that I was saying that is resting. Really, I didn't see there before. There was another image you brought, and what is this? Because I couldn't figure it out.
This is, according to the TV screen, it's a little wide, but it's a Virgin Mary. This was all had to do with one day I was at Quincy Park praying about what should I do with my song, Telepathy to Your Soul. So I prayed to Virgin Mary, and she appeared in the clouds here in the sky. And I have to.
Okay, you see there.
I see Virgin Mary, yes.
Okay. And that was another thing, and these were supposed to be letters.
Yes. I was praying to Lord Jesus, and I said, Lord, please help me, guide me. What should I do with my song? So I saw the letter J forming in clouds. I go, oh my God, my nephew's in trouble. His name starts with J. Then I see the letter C forming in the cloud. I go, oh my God, that's Lord Jesus I'm praying to. Then I see an apparition of his face pointing downwards, looking down.
So the other one is C, but isn't
Yes.
the C the other way around?
Well, it depends on how you write up in heaven, how you put it
oh,
down.
okay.
You know,
Sorry.
that's why.
No, I'm not trying to analyze.
Oh
or
no,
any-
that's what I said to myself too. So yeah.
So yeah, well, there were. I remember when you showed me the picture of the camels. I could not figure it
Yeah,
out at all
yeah.
until first, and that's how our imagination or the concentration. I don't know how you would say that.
I'm more open, right? You know, and but that kind of freaked me out because about 6 months prior to that, psychic, I went to a Reiki class, and this lady was with a psychic. The instructor was with the Reiki master was with another woman who was a psychic. She came to me, introduced herself, and she said, "I have to tell you something. You're gonna deal with a child, 5 to 7 years old, and he's no longer with us. He's gone." But so 6 months later, I'm taking this picture, and there's a young
my
child
God.
there.
Okay,
So
that's
that
what
really,
it was.
yeah.
Well, you know what, listening to it's a little scary, you know. And I remember when I met you first time, you told me about few stories. You had that vision or something, and it was confirmed the same day.
Yes, yes.
And you were the first one. Aren't you afraid of yourself sometimes?
There's a lot of times I don't want to know.
Exactly.
You know, like
yeah.
I might be sitting here, I might feel something, but I don't know who is it, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, and do I tell them? Do I what, right? So I feel guilty, but but I just keep quiet. I just use my discretion.
Yeah. I think when you have something bad to tell us, just keep it for yourself.
Yes,
Okay?
very good idea.
Yeah. I know that your hobbies, I mean, your interests, all of that changed. Before all this happened 20 years ago, what did you do? Was your occupation or interest, activities were similar?
I was in auto detailing. I had my own business.
Completely different person.
Very different, yeah.
So you woke up as somebody else.
Yes, different.
Yeah.
Actually, I won't call it grateful, but a lot of times when I talk about my angels, I can feel them, and I start getting very teary there. Sometimes when you miss your loved ones, you get very teary. But what I was told with my angels is when you get teary when you're thinking about somebody, it's because it's them connecting to you now because you're thinking about them. It's your pure, it's that love is what you're receiving. It's your love. And that's what's making very teary. It's the love you receive.
You became a vulnerable and very emotional person.
Big
which
time.
Is,
Big time.
which
Yeah.
is not, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
Well,
right?
no.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, this is entertaining show, so
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
I
no.
understand. Well, you know, there's something that I don't want to close this show without saying this because I found out that it was a huge reward you got in 2010.
That is correct.
2010
Yes.
in the Red Robinson Theater.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
It was an award in 2010 at the Red Robinson Theater where I was a photographer that day doing, I think it was the BC Country Music Awards show. And next you know, they're doing a President's Citation Award. And they're describing somebody. I go, okay, this must be another photographer here somewhere there. And they called out my name. I go, wow. You know, it was just for all my hard work, dedication, you know, my photography work, and you know, all those beautiful things there.
That's a really nice reward.
I was so honored. I was
Yeah.
just never
Well,
ever forget that.
you are really linked and associated with really good stuff. You do a lot of charities. You do a
Yes.
lot of nice things, and you're opening also our mind, which is nice. Not to be closed and look only
Right,
how
right.
what might the hair look like and
Yeah,
all these
yeah.
things, and just see overall picture,
Yes.
right? If you could, what kind of advice you would give yourself if you started photography all over again?
If I start photography again, I look at the beauty in everything, and just go with that. But I would not be hard. Like if I'm talking about me, I wouldn't be hard on myself. I just go whatever gives me comfort, gives me pleasure, and just do photography, and that will lead to something else. You might go into weddings, concerts, whatever. What makes you happy, or what you start making these beautiful connections with other people, and but that's how I would do it.
Yeah, but you're leaning towards there anyway already, right?
I'm
You're
way
aware
up
of-
there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. Well,
Thank you.
very much for
You're
everything.
welcome.
Your time sharing for my beautiful gift.
Oh, you're welcome.
The images, And I thank you for your attention as well. LostMyMarblesMusic.com.
Yes.
It's Bal's website. Hopefully we're going to have some visitors and maybe some connections. You never know. Before you do leave, I would like to have also your signature. If you find the room.
Sure, I would be on it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We're getting full for this season, but
Okay.
we do need to have that as well.
Alrighty.